Hi guys, George Glinski here with Toe the Line, joined today by Paul Hilz. Paul, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, George. What's happening, mate?
Yeah, not bad, man. Let's start off in an unfortunate position. How do you assess your performance against Jack Canfield at BKB 18?
Like educational, George, is the word I'd used. Yeah, so the fight with Jack. Well, we knew pretty much, what the game plan was. We know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. One thing I didn't really take into consideration was the fact that if you take shots square on with the bare knuckle, something's got to give, and 9 times out of 10, that's your skin. I did, I just didn't. I didn't anticipate, George, that taking a full-on square shot would just open you up so much, and it did. You know what I mean? I've seen the fights, obviously, and watched some of it, but I think that obviously I'm a bit of a grunting type fighter. So like when I see Jack sort of like looking like as if he's going to throw, sort of thing, I was under the anticipation that sort of like not take one to give one as such, but yeah, you can't take out. Listen, when I've been fighting in one discipline, be it glove boxing, for 10 years, unlicensed or pro, whatever, or even just hitting the bag, you fall into the sort of like the regularity of what a glove does, protection wise and damage wise, to your opponent or whatever. So maybe the fact of the matter is, George, is you need to have these experiences in the bare knuckle to know exactly what theoretically you're going to come with and what you're not going to get hit with as such. Naivety was the reason what got me opened up in that fight. Not naivety against Jack's skill. I knew exactly what I was up against, and I didn't shy away from it. I loved the challenge idea of it, but it was just the fact of that maybe when he hit me with that first shot, I didn't feel like I see it as a shot, the white flash sort of thing, but I plodded forward and just see that I was pissing out everywhere. Just I couldn't comprehend the amount of blood that was coming in such a in such a short amount of time. So yeah, I just tried to get on with what my job was, and that was to take his head off. And obviously Jack, I couldn't listen. There's no excuses. Fucking Jack boxed the perfect fight for what he needed to do. But on my side of things, mate, I was just fucking seeing ragged, George. There was no, I couldn't see past the fact that I just needed to fucking take him out. You know what I mean? I could have boxed more sensibly, maybe, and sort of tried to give myself a bit of distance so that obviously I weren't in the pocket to take the shots. But it just ain't me, George. I see red, I'm pissing out of blood everywhere. That to me is fucking fight or flight, and tell me I'm fighting. You ain't got to worry about that. There ain't no, I can't, opened up like that, there's only one way forward, and that's forward. I wouldn't go defensively. If the fight's not going my way, fuck that. It's saying that it's what you train in, George. It's what we train in. It's what we coach in the mental side of it, in like the team already. Is you don't turn from the fight. So yeah, it all went wrong with me for me in about 10 fucking seconds. Yeah. And what? Yeah, and what? And I'm gonna put my nut down and fucking go for what I can, And full respect to Jack, he's calm, calculated boxing. It's what we knew of him, and he fucking brought it to the table, like what professional fighters do. His experience was far more than mine, and his boxing skills far more than mine. But it's not saying that won't make a good fight. If I wouldn't have got opened up, then I would have been in there until I ain't got no oxygen to breathe, George. That's me, mate. I put it on the line, and all I can take from it is the loss is gutting. Obviously, it was only my second BKB fight. It was fucking, that cracked me. But on the flip side of it, the loss comes due of lack of experience, and and sort of, like not knowing the ferociousness that BKB can be. I'm game for the fight of it, mate. I fucking know my arsehole don't need a check, but when it comes to things like your physical attributes, like your skin, your eye sockets, fucking whatever it may be, your skull, whatever, your lips, anything, your nose, whatever. It's unforgiving, George. You take a shot like that from a professional fighter, something's going to give, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, we spoke about that cut. It was a pretty gnarly cut above the eye. Can we get a close-up of that, actually? It's healed particularly well. What have you been doing with that? Putting CBD oil on there, or what have you been...
Yeah, there's a few things that I know about through, obviously, fighters that fight for me that we've had to repair for their cuts and things like that. Basically, what I've done for first off, you can take a natural supplement that repairs, speeds up repair, like repairing of the skin. You take it as you get older, sort of thing. I started to take that in fact, I take that anyway during training camp, just because if anything picks up, you heal quicker and faster. Your body's already got that sort of mineral in it. We do that, and then obviously I was having it checked regularly and. Massaging it, which speeds up recovery again. We use the CBD oil. I've had some like intense. It's some fucking next level cream thing that we use. But listen, it's all it's as good as what it can be, George. You get what I'm saying? I've been sparring this week, which I tell you the truth of the matter is that when I took a shot on it, the fucking next thing I just imagined that I was going to take my head off and have blood pissing everywhere. When I looked in the mirror and it was all still normal, not even red, and it was a real relief. But it is what it is, mate. Listen, on fight night, it is what it is. Yeah, people going to take it as a weakness. I ain't fucking silly. I would as well if I was fighting my opponent, but I don't give two fucks, George. Yeah, because if that pings open, which it might ping open, it's got as much chance as anything else getting hit pinging open. You get what I'm saying? And if that happens, George, then that's setting the stars that that's happened, and I'll deal with it. Don't you worry. Mark my words. Don't think that that cut reopening is going to, put a chink in my armour. Fuck hell. He hopes it will. There ain't no chance in fucking hell it will. Nothing, bruv. Easy work, man. But that cut ain't gonna get on me. It ain't gonna break my system down, mate. No way.
No way. And let's talk about your opponent, Mitch Turner, obviously, coming up on the 16th of November. We saw him obviously at BKB 17. He had a very quick fight with Don McConnell, very aggressive. It was over, I think, in 15, 20 seconds knockout. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way on the night. Did you rub shoulders with him at all at BKB 17? Obviously, you're making your debut at the same time. Do you make much of him as a person? Did you...
Do you know what, George? I don't. It's rude of me if I did meet him, because I personally don't think I did. I might have shook his hand when I come in as a mutual respect, because I was a new boy, sort of thing. Just as I met the fighters, just to sort of say, whatever. But I don't recall getting in any conversations with him, George. Don't believe that I actually had that personal time with him, sort of thing. Yeah. So I don't think I did meet him, mate.
So. Then, what do you make of him as a fighter? What have you learned from, I guess, researching him? If you do research him,
I don't do that, mate. I don't do that. No. What I took from the Domphii is, listen, I took nothing from it. I ain't gonna lie. Fucking hell, you could say, oh yeah, well, listen, I took nothing from it. I couldn't even say anything. It's just, you're very dumb and naive if you think watching that fight is going to give you something if you're fighting that next match. That ain't nothing. You're a dumbass as a fighter if you actually take from that some form of what the fight's going to be like. They ain't. He got caught. It's bare knuckle fighting. Full respect to him for going in like a fucking tornado, and he went in there to do the job, and he got caught. When it's a fight like George, is 50-50. Next man or you can get that win because you just throw him, man, and it's unforgiving. You know what I mean? You get clipped and you're throwing with that velocity. It's fucking someone's going out, mate.
And I guess I've got to ask this one because, something we don't discuss as much as we should in fighting is the mental aspect. You're a big mental health advocate. You do a lot of talks, a lot of inspirational quotes on the Instagram, and really a motivational person in general, very upbeat. How do you mentally prepare for what is essentially gladiatorial combat, if you like?
It's all or nothing, mate. There's no half measures. You know, with the boxing, there will sometimes factors in life, this, that, and the other. You think to yourself, "Oh, like I can go in there and I can get the job done," sort of thing, knowing that your experience is going to sort of, you know, credit your sort of safeness in the ring. But with BKB, George, you've not got that. You know, and that is where it's all or nothing. You know, like the night that Jack done that to me. You know, I'm looking around, there's fucking puddles of blood going over everybody within like fucking 3 foot of the ring. And, you know, I'm not being funny, mate. If you've not got that, if you've not got that mental side of it, where you're totally dedicating mind, body, and soul into that fight, then like you will get found out under them bright lights. You know, it's not where I believe in boxing. There's a couple of nights that I had real bad things going on in boxing, and I went in there when I'm getting licked with them shots because I'm not switched on properly. You get fucking hit with them shots in BKB and you're not switched on properly. You get your lights put out or you're getting opened up. You know, there is no like not switching on. And I believe glove boxing, there's some aspects of it where you can fight on maybe 70% of what you need to because you've got the protection of the gloves. You don't get that in BKB. So, you know, headstrong and get your body where it needs to be is vital, you know.
And obviously this fight comes very quickly. I mean, you've had BKB 17, BKB 18 and now BKB 19. Is activity something you like as a fighter? Does that help you when you fight?
It's, I don't want to sound cringy here, George, but what the fight is, it is the collection of the prize, and it is the goal as such. But to me, I wake up every day and I go and get my work done. My circumstances have changed now, so I'm working full time again. But I go and get my work done, and then I go and live my dream, which is fighting. And that's not the ring. That's not the fucking recollection of having a great fight and, oh, you've won, you're the bollocks. I don't give two fucks for any of that. It's the fact that every day I dedicate myself to what I think, in my mental state of mind, what pushes me through all the negativity in life and then makes me be able to shine at something, which is my fighting, is the dedication side of it, George. You know, every day is like me winning the fight as such. Yeah, that bit of dedication is therapy. That's exactly what it is. It's that hour, 2 hours a day that you're moulding your own character. You're soul searching for yourself. You know, you find so much in the gym, and it's not about getting the physique you want. You know, it's really not. When you're in a fighting man's sport, you ask questions of yourself that's deeper than anything that life can test. And if you come through successful with what stripping back down to bare fighting does to you, then in life, when you're questioned and you're tested, it's a whole mental state that you're strong and you're positive. And that's not because you win fights. It could be that you've had 50 fights and you lose 50 fights. It's the fact that you've got what it takes to get up every day and dedicate yourself in your mind, which makes in your body work, and then that gives you something back. You know you're achieving no matter what. The fight is only, if you have to win your fight and be told you're great because you've won your fight, you're still feeding ego, and that gets you fucking nowhere in life.
And, to be honest with you, I think that was just a wonderful way to end the interview. I think we should just finish it there, and thank you so much for your time, Paul. That was
I just want to say, George, I hate to sound like I bang on. I really do. I don't want to seem boring to anybody.
No, not
but, you know, I've got a few. I'm on a level with yourself. I respect what you do. And I like to give you good content. You get what I'm saying? 100%. And I do. I feel strongly about, like, the BKB and Jim and Joe. They've given me a chance after being retired from professional boxing. And that is why I will put my life, soul and everything into it, into my fight, so I can give the best that I can. And yeah, I just want to do right by the company, and like yourself, you're starting off now with your interviews and your journeys in BKB's carrying on. I want to support that. Yeah, and I think it's great. I do, like I said, I do sound like I bang on, but it's just, you know, George, I appreciate what you do, mate. I want to give you good content for what you're doing, you know.
And we appreciate you as well. Thank you, Paul. Class act.
Thank you, brother. I do want to say one thing, bro, while we're quick on this.
Yeah.
Big up sponsors, because that is obviously people that support us, fighters that no one really sees much about, if you get what I'm saying. Sponsors be Rip Jim Basildon, BoxFit UK, CBD Cambridge, The Only Way is Granite, and Fountain Photos, please. Big up all you for supporting my journey. Big up you, George, for what you're doing with Solar Line, and big up BKB. We'll see you November the 16th. I'm going to get back to my winning ways. Mitch, I respect you as an opponent. I know you're going to come out like an animal, wanting to take my head off. The feeling's going to be mutual, and we're going to make a great fight and make BKB 19 absolutely buzzing. I'll see you all then.
See you November 16th, Paul. Thank you.
Cheers, George.
Bye.